Arsenal will take a 2-goal lead back to the Emirates after earning a surprise 2-0 win over AC Milan in the first leg through goals from Henrikh Mkhitaryan and Aaron Ramsey. Having lost 4 consecutive games for the first time since 2002, victory in Milan was a must for Wenger, and his side rose to the task and put in a respectable performance against in-form opponents. Here are 5 things we learned from Arsenal's victory at the San Siro. Arsenal and Wenger muster major response. Both Arsene Wenger and his squad received vehement criticism in the wake of their 2-1 defeat to Brighton last weekend, but going 2-0 up inside the first half at the San Siro will have gone some way to suppressing their detractors. Arsenal's defense kept Milan at bay. AFP, Getty Images, goals from Mkhitaryan and Ramsey sent Arsenal's away end into a state of euphoria for their travelling fans, and especially after a series of torrid results. This was a game where a performance was mandatory, and Arsenal delivered on this requirement. Questions justifiably remain over whether Wenger's job is tenable beyond this season, but for now, Arsenal fans can be content that the Gunners are taking a 2-goal lead back to the Emirates for the second leg. Mkhitaryan stands and delivers. Mkhitaryan's strike was his first goal for Arsenal, cutting in with a deft touch and scoring courtesy of a considerable defection. He arrived at Arsenal with a reputation for his ability to create goals, more so than to score them, but in the absence of club record signing Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, the Armenian international's composure to create the opening was vital. Mkhitaryan impressed for the Gunners, Getty Images, in times of trouble, and Arsenal are certainly in a state that could be described as troubling. It is the duty of your big players to stand and deliver. The coming weeks will certainly provide sterner tests for Wenger and Arsenal, but the performance of Mkhitaryan on Thursday night will have pleased the Gunners' boss as they attempt to steady the ship and return to winning ways domestically. Ramsey's telling reminder. Ramsey has received criticism for a perceived lack of consistency during his time at the club, though he was on fine form at the San Siro, bagging a smartly taken goal in the dying seconds of the first half after rounding Milan keeper Gianluigi Donnarumma. Ramsey, now in his 10th year at Arsenal, has tasted success in the form of FA Cup victories in 2014, 2015 and 2017, though the Welsh maestro could have a considerable part to play in Arsenal securing their first ever Europa League trophy in 2018. Ramsey rounds the goalkeeper, Arsenal FC via Getty Images. With Alexander Lacazette injured and Aubameyang ineligible for the Europa League, Ramsey's contribution on Thursday night was a reminder of the goal-scoring threat that he holds, and Wenger will be hoping to see Ramsey's ruthlessness continue, both domestically and in Europe. Milan's sensational run jutters to a halt prior to kick-off. Milan were unbeaten in 12 games, having won their last 5, and above all were playing some sensational football under manager Gennaro Gattuso. They displayed some of that sharpness on Thursday, with Suso and Calhanoglu offering attacking promise and intelligent link-up, but it was not nearly enough. Gennaro Gattuso gesticulates from the touchline. Getty, the visit of an incredibly out-of-form Arsenal side was expected to pose no real threat. Milan's unbeaten run, dating back to December, though Thursday night was a reminder that in spite of their transfer spending in excess of £200 million, this is a team in a period of transition, and they are not ready to compete at the sharp end of European competition. Will Arsenal win the Europa League? With Arsenal's EFL Cup final loss, their defeat to Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup, and the Premier League title being fractionally out of reach, the Europa League provides Arsenal with an opportunity to give their beleaguered fans a real reason to cheer. If Wenger was to win the Europa League, he would give Arsenal's season a serious silver lining, and in bringing his first European accolade back to North London, it would be the final piece of the puzzle in what could turn out to be Wenger's last season. A sign of things to come? Getty Images. Of the teams remaining in the competition, Arsenal are one of the favourites for the trophy alongside Atletico Madrid and Borussia Dortmund, though the Gunners' 2-0 victory at the San Siro was a reminder to Europe. Arsenal may be somewhat disastrously out of form, but on their day they can still beat high-quality opposition. More about Arsenal AC Milan Europa League reuse content.